side, Greg Oates and Joshua Carty will get it underway. Off we go through this downpour in South Florida. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A first carry here for Devon Achane. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
All right. Watch it, Oscar.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tua, give it to Achane. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Tua. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
17 yards.
They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Miami.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
44. Ready. Ready, team.
Well run with Achane. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Achane. And he's in! point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. We're stopping in his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. And he'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
2nd and 5. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
63. No touch that.
A give. Here's Benson. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
They run out of the gun with Benson. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. that one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Great. Set. Anyway, up. Delta.
On play action, here's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And third down coming up.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
180.
Again, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Cardinals are on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 31, here is second and 5. We are through one. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Tagovailoa. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphin first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
First and 10.
Ready.
Off play action, it's Tua. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he will get into the end zone. Outside Mitchell. Touchdown Miami. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
A first down throw for Hurts. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Now Hurts. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
6 makes it 3rd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
A play fake. Now, 2 to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That one good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. That's quickly out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
Third, they need 8.
Ready. Ready, team.
Tua. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A gain there of 21. Good for a Dolphins first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Go out.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. Back to throw is Tua. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. You are hoping your running back can do something to give you space. And, Greg, they got the absolute opposite. Instead, it is a safety.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. That's all they're trying to do is give themselves some breathing room and get their quarterback out of the end zone on this next snap. But instead, the defense is all over it. They get in the backfield for the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
All right.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Walter Nolan in there on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ready, team. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. We're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Miami.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's in! Touchdown, Dolphins!
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
We'll start at the 4.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll run here with benches. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now it's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
He's got his man. It's Harrison. He's still on his feet. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Tua. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Walter Nolan in there for the sack, his 4th on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Open man, his tight end screen. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Tua. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Step out. Out.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
Ready. Ready. Team.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now he'll air one out. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
On third down, it's Hurts. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First down, Arizona.
Great, set.
A run out of the gun with Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 47-yard line.
Jalen Hurts on second down. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Now give up the middle to Benson. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. On second down, Hurts. Forced to his right. Off he goes. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball. And next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
To throw, Hurts. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Throwing is Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cardinals are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Cardinals 16.
Here's Carty now. Will kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Dolphins
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now Tua. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
From the draw with H.A. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Tua gonna throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Ready. All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Ready.
A run out of the gun with H.A. Gonna try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
We get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, Miami.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Tua now on first down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
To the 5-yard line. Second and goal.
You're right here. Out, out.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Another one from the 5. Second down and goal.
Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Here's 2. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Field it. No touch.
Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Cardinals lining up for a punt, and he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. A run up the middle with H.N. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with H.N. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards to gain there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It's third and 4.
Come on, set.
He'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. He just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
37-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The handoff. This is Benson. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 5.
Great, set. Trimmer,
Again, it's Benson.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game. There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game, and I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. Got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Once again, it's Achane. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play that make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is on. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Tag. Cover 19.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
Let's go now. Trap low 80.
They'll run right here. It's Achane. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready. Ready, team.
From the gun, here's Tua. Right side and brought in by Williams. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go up.
Devon Achane inside the 25. Tua, give it to Achane, and a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, ready. Ready, team.
Well run with Achane. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Third and 6.
All right.
They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Miami.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready.
Now a give to Achane, heading right. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
44. Ready. 42.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Go ahead.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And despite a nice juke, they're going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 13.
Get set. Go ahead. Ready, 2, okay.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in third and long. After being stuffed for a loss on first down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. Third and long.
Third and long.
Get set. Ready, 2, what's that?
So a win here for the Dolphins. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory.